Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai is a Japanese manga series written by Riku Sanjo and illustrated by Koji Inada, based on the popular video game franchise Dragon Quest. It was serialized in Shueisha's Weekly Shōnen Jump from October 1989 to December 1996, with its chapters collected in 37 tankōbon volumes. A prequel manga series began in V-Jump in September 2020, and a spin-off manga began in Saikyō Jump in October 2020. The manga was adapted into an anime series, produced by Toei Animation and broadcast on TBS from July 1991 to July 1992. It is the second anime adaptation based on the Dragon Quest franchise after Dragon Quest: Legend of the Hero Abel. A second anime adaptation based on the manga premiered on TV Tokyo in October 2020 and aired till October 2022. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai is one of the Weekly Shōnen Jump's best-selling manga series of all time, with more than 47 million copies in circulation. Plot. The story begins with a young boy named Dai remembering a story told to him by his adopted grandfather, the monster magician Brass, about the defeat of the Demon King Hadla by the hands of a hero known as Avan. After the defeat of the Demon King Hadla, all of the monsters were released from his evil will, and peace reigned supreme around the world once again for 10 years. Some monsters and demons moved to the island of Dunline to live in peace. Dai, the young protagonist of the series, is an orphan and the only human living on the island. Having been raised by Brass and with his best friend, the monster Gom, Dai grows up dreaming of becoming a hero. After befriending Leona, the princess of the kingdom of Papnica, and saving her from peril, Avan comes to the island accompanied by his apprentice, the magician Pop, to become Dai's teacher by her request. However, his training is interrupted by the return of Hadla, who was resurrected by the great demon King Vern and became the commander of his vast army. Avan sacrifices himself to protect his disciples, and Hadla is temporarily driven away by Dai after he awakens a mysterious power within himself. To honor Avan's final request, Dai, Pop and Gom leave the island and begin their quest to defeat Hadla and his master to bring peace back to the world. During their travels, Dai's party gains 3 other members: the healer Mom, who later becomes also a martial artist, Hyunkul, one of Hadla's former subordinates, and Leona herself. Their enemies include Beast King Crocodile, an honorable but ruthless commander of Hadla's army, the Mystic Legion commanders Abora and his son Zamza, a magical elemental of ice and fire known as Flazard, the elusive Mist Vern, who himself is a greater servant of Vern, and is Hyunkul's teacher of black magic, Kelvern, a jester who is Vern's personal assassin, and Baron, a legendary warrior, and Dai's father, who sided with Vern after the death of his wife and the disappearance of his son. Manga. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai is written by Riku Sanjo and illustrated by Koji Inada. A short story was first published for 2 chapters in Shueisha's Weekly Shōnen Jump in June 1989. A short story was published for 3 chapters in August 1989. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai was serialized for 7 years in Weekly Shōnen Jump from October 23, 1989 to December 9, 1996. The manga was collected into 37 tankōbon volumes published between March 9, 1990 and June 4, 1997. It was later released in 22 bunkōbon volumes published from June 18, 2003 to March 18, 2004. A 25-volume edition that includes the color pages from its original magazine run and newly drawn covers by Inada was published between October 2, 2020 and July 2, 2021. A prequel manga series titled Dai no Daiboken, Yuasha Avan to Gokya no Mao, illustrated by Yusaku Shibata with Sanjo credited for original work, began serializing in Shueisha V-Jump on September 19, 2020. The series is centered around Avan before he met Dai and his companions. A spin-off manga written and illustrated by Yoshikazu Momi, titled Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Crossblade, launched in the November issue of Shueisha's Saikyō Jump manga magazine on October 1, 2020. On July 9, 2021, Viz Media announced they licensed the series for English publication, starting in March 2022. First Series 1991. Produced by Toei Animation, the anime adaptation of Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai aired for 46 episodes on TBS from October 17, 1991 to September 24, 1992. Despite no official Japanese DVD release, the show ran in 2007 on Toei's channel with a new master. The series uses 2 pieces of theme music, both composed by Koichi Sugiyama and performed by Jiri Dan. It's used for the opening theme, which was the original ending theme for Dragon Quest Roman 2, is used for the episode's ending theme. The series adapts the events of the first 10 volumes of the manga, with initial plans to continue onward until scheduling and title changes at TBS lead to the series ending after 46 episodes. To accommodate the abrupt ending, Sanjo helped to provide an adjusted finale to the anime. On January 6, 2020, the whole series was released in Japan for distribution on several video-on-demand VOD services, the first time the series has become officially available after the VHS release of the 1990s. In March 2020, it was announced that the 1991 anime will be getting a Blu-ray box for the first time, released on July 3, 2020. The set contained all 46 episodes and the 3 Jump Festival short theatrical movies, including the first film never before released on home video, which have been scanned from their original 35mm negatives with high resolution and recorded as high-quality full HD remastered images. Films. 3 short theatrical movies were produced based on the first TV series, all of which premiered at the Toei Anime Fair Film Festival. Second Series 2020. It was announced during Jump Fest 2020 that there would be a new anime adaptation that would premiere in fall 2020. The anime was produced by Toei Animation and was a hybrid of 2D and CG animation. The series ran for 100 episodes, premiering on TV Tokyo and other affiliates on October 3, 2020. The series halted broadcast since March 12, 2022, when episode 73 was originally scheduled to air, and the series' entire schedule was subsequently delayed until further notice shortly after Toei Animation revealed their internal servers had been hacked by an unauthorized third party. The broadcast resumed on April 16, 2022, and finished on October 22 of the same year. The band Macaroni and Pizza performed the series' opening theme Ikaru Oseru and the series' ending theme Mother. Sex performed the series' second ending theme Akashi. Muse Communication licensed the second series in Asia Pacific and is streaming the first 50 episodes on Netflix. Toei simulcasts the series with English subtitles in North America, Latin America, New Zealand, Africa, the Middle East and Europe via Crunchyroll, as well as Hulu in the United States and Anime Digital Network in France. Originally, plans to dub it from Ocean Media caused the dispute that lead the Voice Actors Union SAG after to issue a do-not work order for the series. However, on September 26, 2022, the first 25 dubbed episodes were released in the United Kingdom on BBC iPlayer. Video games. During Jump Fest 20, a video game based on the series has been announced. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai X Crossblade, an arcade game with collectible trading cards, was released in Japanese arcades on October 22, 2020. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, a Hero's Bond, a smartphone RPG for iOS/Android, was released worldwide on September 28, 2021. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Infinity Strash, an action RPG for an announced console, is in development. Dai appears as a playable character in the 2019 video game Jump Force, marking the first appearance of a Dragon Quest character in a Weekly Shōnen Jump crossover game. Reception. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai is one of Weekly Shōnen Jump's best-selling manga series of all time, with more than 47 million copies in circulation by 2019. The series also had a total estimated circulation of approximately 2 billion copies in Weekly Shōnen Jump magazine between 1989 and 1996. On TVSI's Manga Sozenkyo 2021 poll, in which 150.0 people voted for their top 100 manga series, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai ranked 30th.